Tonight I'd like to discuss with you dowel pins. Where are they? They're in your clutch cover usually like this. You'll see them on the end like that. It's there to hold the gasket. But sometimes you have to get them out. Let's get a closer look. Dowel pins can generally be found on clutch covers mostly, although sometimes you will find them on center cases as well. It looks just like this. The purpose of it is to make sure that the cases either align correctly, or when you go to put gaskets on your bike, it holds the gasket in place just like that, so the gasket doesn't shift around when you go to put your screws in. Now, sometimes these little dowel pins will stay inside the case, and if that's the matter, you can use a little tool just like this, and it works like a little slap hammer. They're really easy to use, and I'll give you a little example of exactly how it works. They come in different sizes. You put it over the dowel pin just like this, and what you do is take a little T-handle and you can tighten them up so it fits snugly around that dowel pin. Once you get it nice and tight on there, and they come right out just like that. The reason why many times these will stick into that hole is because of galvanic corrosion through dissimilar metals. What does that exactly mean in layman's term? This piece is steel, this piece is aluminum or magnesium. The steel will rust, it'll begin to eat into the magnesium or into the aluminum. Much like when your forks rust on your bike, when you run your finger over it, it has that nick. It doesn't necessarily just pit, but it starts to corrode, and that's why sometimes they'll stick in there or stick into the cases of your bike. Now, what if you don't have one of these dowel pin sets? Well, I'm going to give you another little tip right here, and it's got something that you can use at home. Guaranteed you have these little tools. This is a punch, and as you can see, it's tapered. You could put that punch right down in that dowel. Make sure it's down there good and secure. Get a pair of pliers and gently twist it out. Just like this, and it comes right out. Now, why did I do that? Why didn't I just take the pliers and go right over it and pull it out? Because these little dowel pins are very, very thin. What's going to happen is if you go to grab it with a pair of pliers like this and you go to take it out of there, you're definitely going to bend it. It's going to get flattened out. You're not going to be able to get it straightened out again and get it back in that hole. And you need it there in order to keep this cover straight on the bike and also hold your gasket in place. Generally, as I mentioned, these pins usually go in the case first and not in the side cover, but sometimes they come out in the clutch cover as well.